this session, we are going to discuss word problem related to geometry. So we are going to talk about shapes, angles and lines. So let's start. The diagonal of a rectangle field is 60 meter more than the shorter side. Okay, so first condition is given. Shape is rectangle, diagonal is also given, and shorter side is also given. There is a one relation between diagonal and shorter side. Let me underline it, important point. 60 meter more than the shorter side. Okay, first condition. Next, if the longer side is 30 meter more than the shorter side, find sides of the field. Okay, longer side is important condition. Longer side is 30 meter more than the shorter side. So there are three quantities given here: diagonal, longer side and shorter side. So this is the rectangle. I have drawn diagonal. So let's label it. So this is shorter side, then this is longer side, and we have diagonal. Now let's see what's relationship given over here. So diagonal is 60 meter more than the shorter side. So I can write diagonal is equal to 60 plus shorter side. Simple. Next, the longer side is 30 meter more than the shorter side. So if I want to write for the longer side, what will I write? 30 meter more than shorter side, right? So this is the relation, and no information is given for the shorter side. So what we are going to do, we are going to take shorter side is equal to x meter. So what will be the longer side? Longer side will be 30 plus what? S means x, and here diagonal will be 60 plus x meter. Done. So we have relation, shorter side is x meter, longer side is 30 plus x, and diagonal is 60 plus x. Now how to get the equation? So we know one property of rectangle. All angles are what? 90 degree. Okay, and if you see diagonal, longer side and shorter side, it's making what? Right angle triangle. And for the right angle triangle, very famous theorem is there, which is Pythagoras theorem. So we are going to use the Pythagoras theorem to make quadratic equation. Let's start. Let's mention that this is 90 degree. Clear? So let's start. Let us give one name to this rectangle, which is A, B, C and D. So I'm taking only one triangle here, which is triangle ABC. So let's write triangle ABC, which is the 90 degree. Angle B. Angle B is equal to 90 degree. And hypotenuse will be what? Opposite to it. Remember, hypotenuse is always opposite to 90 degree. So hypotenuse will be AC. So if I am making statement according to Pythagoras theorem, let's start. According to Pythagoras theorem, okay, I'm going to start with the hypotenuse square, which is AC square is equal to base square, base foundation AB, which is AB square, plus height, which is BC, so BC square. Done. This is our basic idea for the quadratic equation. Now let's substitute the value. What is the diagonal? Diagonal AC, that is hypotenuse. So here I will be writing 60 plus x whole square. Clear? Then equal to sign. what is the value of AB, which is 30 plus x, but don't forget that we need to square it. So 30 plus x whole square. Then BC square. So BC is what? X. So plus x square. Now what to do? You can see that we are going to use identity a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square is equal to x square. So we are going to use identity for simplification. Let's start. 60 square, that will be 3600 plus x. So we are not going to do direct x square. That will be 2ab will be there. So 2, then 60, then x plus x square. Remember, identity is equal to, I'm going to solve this blue one, which is 30 square. That is what? 900 plus 2 into 30 into x plus x square and plus one more x square, because this x square we cannot skip it. So let's simplify further. That is 3600 plus 6 2s are 12, that is 120x plus x square is equal to 900 over here plus 3 2s are 6, so 60x plus x square and x square, that is 2x square. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to shift all these terms on RHS side and LHS will become 0. So let's do it. LHS is 0, then 900 as it is, then 60x as it is, then 2x square as it is, but all these three terms signs will be changed. So this will become minus 3600, this will become minus 120 x, and this will become minus x square. Let's do simplification. 0 as it is, then 2x square here and minus x square, that is only x square. Then terms with the x, which is plus 60 and minus 120. So 120 minus 60, that will give you 60. Bigger number is 120, negative sign. So I will be writing minus 60x. Then 900 minus 3600. What's the answer? Which is minus 2700. So this is my quadratic equation. Can I do any kind of simplification from this point onwards? No. That's it. I cannot do any kind of simplification. Now there are three ways to solve this equation. First is factorization, second quadratic formula, third completing a square. So I'm going to use factorization. Let's see if we can factorize or not. So we have constant term as 2700. I told you in previous question we were getting product as 1500 and here we are getting 2700. So I told you try to take first of all without 0. So factors of 27. Let's start with the factors of 27. Most simple factors of 27. Factors of 27, that is 3 9s are simple. 3 9s are okay. And as it is a subtraction, let's subtract. If I subtract 9 minus 3, I am going to get 6. See the middle term. First I am talking the numbers without 0. So 6 is also coming. Now let me give zeros. There should be 2 zeros. So I am giving each 0 to one of them. 30 into 90. Done. That will give you 2700. And I need to subtract. So 90 minus 30, that will give you 60. But you can see that it is minus 60 over here and we are getting plus 60. So this is only about the value. Now let's assign the sign. So how shall I? Product should be negative. So one of them is negative. Very simple. And which one of them? See, minus your sum is minus 60. So bigger number should be negative. So bigger number is 90. So minus 90 will be there and plus 30 will be there. So you will be getting minus 60. So my factors are minus 90 and plus 30. Remember, even if you do product, you are going to get minus 2700. That's what we want as constant term. So let's do factorization now. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to write all these terms which are on RHS on LHS side and 0 will be on the RHS side. Let's start. So x square minus 60x minus 2700 is equal to 0. Now my two factors are minus 90 and plus 30. Simple. Now to write the factors, what I'm going to do? I'm going to write first term as it is without power. That is x. What is the first factor? Minus 90. Then again I am going to write first term without power. That is x. And what is the second factor? Plus 30 is equal to 0. Now what I'm going to do? I'm going to take each factor as 0 one by one and I'm going to get two values of x. So let's start. Let's start with the first one, which is x minus 90 is equal to 0. Minus 90 will be shifted. So x is equal to 90. That is my first solution of quadratic equation. Let's get the second one, which is x plus 30. So x plus 30 is equal to 0. Let's shift over here. So it will become x is equal to minus 30. So there are two solutions, x is equal to minus 30 and x is equal to 90. Now let's come back to the question. After getting the solution, always read the question. Very good idea. You'll be able to judge the answer. Now what is x? X is the shorter side in meter. Now either you take 90 meter or either you take minus 30 meter, and we know length cannot be in negative numbers. Length cannot be in negative numbers. So we are going to discard this solution, which is x is equal to minus 30. We cannot use it. Length cannot be negative. So what is my solution? X is equal to 90. But read the question, find the sides of the field. When we are talking about the sides of a rectangular field, we have length and breadth. The shorter one is the breadth. We can write over here as a breadth, and the longer one is your length. So we have the value of breadth, which is directly what? 90 meter, and length is what? 30 plus x. So let's write breadth is or shorter side as 90 meters, and for the length we have what? 30 plus x, which is 30 plus 90, and that will give you 120 meters. So dimensions or sides of the rectangular field is 120 meter length and 90 meter breadth. Let's recall the steps. First of all, identify what is the shape. It is rectangle. Diagonal relation is given, shorter side relation is given, and for the longer side as well. Assume any one of it based on the convenience. Why did I take shorter side as x? Because diagonal is also given in terms of shorter side and longer side is also given in terms of shorter side. See, 30 plus s, 60 plus s. So better I write with the x, and so this is how I get the diagonal and the longer side. And we know one property of the rectangle, all sides are 90 degree, and we are going to use diagonal as well. So I am using Pythagoras theorem for the triangle A, B and C, where angle B is 90 degree or right angle, and opposite to is the hypotenuse. So let's form the equation, which is AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Substitute the values, simplify the equation, then solve your equation, factorization, quadratic formula, or completing a square. Get the answer and verify which of them is the correct one. So this is how we solve word problems related to geometry.